Legend to the War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster campaign, I suppose, playing as the Warriors of Chaos, where over the end turn, the Bretonnians here are going to attack Archaon, and according to this guy, defeat him. So, he's got an army that's mostly comprised of melee infantry. It's relatively sort of mid-game here, so he definitely should have at least gotten some other units by now. I mean, he can recruit Chosen, which... These are Chaos Warriors. I'm not going to say he should have Chosen, but he definitely should have something else. Not just melee infantry spam, especially if you're going to be playing on very hard battle difficulty, which this is on. It's just an uphill battle for every battle that you fight on the field, especially if they've got any kind of missile units. Like, you just cannot catch them. That's the problem here. So I think what happened is that he was standing here in Force March, these guys attacked, and then loaded the save file and recruited this guy here to try to deny enemy reinforcements and just recruit whatever regiment of renown he could. There's I was having to look to see if we could replace it with a knowledgeable one just for more winds of magic, but there isn't one. There's honestly nothing more we can do to prepare here. I just need to actually fight the battle. But yeah, I mean, I understand that the Warriors of Chaos campaign can be not great, especially at the start. Once you get things rolling, they're fine. But at the start, when you just don't have your full roster unlocked, and a lot of people do gravitate towards going full melee infantry spam, and it's just a bad idea. Everybody that you go up against is good against melee infantry. And Lewin the Yonker can heal, so that's great. So auto-resolve would not be a good option. It would, yeah, just give us game over. Now, most people would probably think to not control large army in this situation here, but I actually want them to bring as many of their units over as possible, so I will control large army, because I've got an idea on what to do here. Yeah, he didn't put a lot of points into where we really needed Archaon's strength. He's only got 4 character skills. We'll have a look at his skill rating, assuming we survive this. But let's see how we go. But yeah, he said basically in the email that he ended up getting a lot of kills with Archaon, but the second army just comes in and kills him. So I suspect that he didn't control large armies. And like I've said before, I'm usually going to do whatever the other person didn't do, because if I just do the exact same thing that they did, then what's the point in that? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blob up and corner camp. This will make the artillery very effective against us, which is why I need to make sure I don't let them get to me. But the reason for this is to mitigate some of our weaknesses and to maximize some of our strengths. So the weaknesses of this is that their missile units will be more accurate against us. Won't do more damage to us, but they'll be more accurate. And that we're basically unflankable by their enemy cavalry. And also, the ability here, the swarm of flies, that will be able to affect more of their units. It also slow down the pace of the battle, allowing us to activate more of our winds of magic. Because if we just spread out wide and charged in, for one thing, any units that they don't want us to go into melee with, such as their archers, we are never going to be able to catch them. Also, don't forget, 28 speed, and we're on force march, so we're going to be looking at more like 24 speed. There's no way we're going to catch them. And they're the ones that we need to deal with. Not so much their melee infantry. But that being said, their melee infantry will be weaker this way. The downside is that we won't get to activate our charge bonus, which isn't that big of a deal in this case here, because they won't get much of a charge bonus on us either. So it's sort of like a trade-off. Now, these guys here, I'm just going to hide them for the time being. Their job is going to be to get rid of the enemy artillery. But I have to wait for the artillery to be isolated first. So put them in the corner there. Yep. Get these guys in there as well. Archaon should stand up front. We're going to want him to be doing burning heads as soon as possible. If we could, might even overcast it. If we could burning head their archers to begin with, that would be very good. He's only put 1 point into burning head, so because otherwise it would be 8 winds of magic. See, they can't see them over here. This is why we want to go to the other side, not over here, because we don't want them to detect us. Because, yeah, I think they're going to feel really confident that they've got the win. So they usually will leave their artillery behind in this situation here, which is what I'm counting on them. See, if I was them, and I saw the player doing this, I'd wait for my artillery to get here. But they're not going to do that, because I know the AI. They're reckless. You can use that to your advantage. So what we need to do here is create as much of a solid straight line as possible. The straighter the better, so that the burning head doesn't hit our own troops and that we don't create wonky formations. It's definitely good that we've got the Tormentor Sword. Yeah, we can make use of this quite significantly in a corner. And we are very much backed into a corner, both in the campaign and in the battle here, so I think it's fitting. Alright, let's see if we can go watch out for the tree. See if we can cast on them just a little bit. Won't do a ton, but it's better than nothing. See if we can get them to shoot at Archaon to begin with, because we can dodge a little bit. Nah, they're not interested. They're like, no, we're gonna shoot your troops. Okay, you guys, could you turn around a little bit? Or even better still, why don't I just burn them all? Overcast it. Because there was so many of them there, and... oh, those are some tasty kills. Are we gonna... oh, very tasty kills. Quick, get back over here. Quick, 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 quick. 350 kills on that burning head. Pretty much all entirely archers, which were arguably the most dangerous unit on this battlefield, aside from the artillery, which isn't even close to being here yet. Now we're unflankable, so these guys here, yeah, they're like, ah, why would you flank me? Or otherwise, whatever. Keep them in guard mode, don't change your formations. Okay, Lewin the Yonko is coming for the kill. And now, oh, that's not Lewin the Yonko. Okay. But he is coming in here. Let's just kill him. That was like the dumbest thing he could have done. He'll never get out of that now. It's just too thick. Okay, there's still a lot of units in here. So, and since it's not urgent for us to get rid of that, let's just wait. Alright, we'll just generate some winds magic. Like I said, one of the benefits of doing this is that it really slows down the pace of the battle so that we can get as much out of our winds. We don't want the battle to be 2 minutes. We want the battle to be more like 10 minutes. You know, so we can just drain every last bit of the winds out of this. Because there's so many units in here that just aren't in combat. They're just not able to inflict damage. Don't know if I'll bother burning heading the archers again. What's Archaon doing? I thought I told him to come over here. No point using this. Just be patient. Now's not the right time to go after that. And just keep saving up the winds. The reason why we delay is because every time we cast, the winds of magic generation will go slower. So, by delaying it, we'll get more casts overall. We just have to be patient. Biggest problem here is, of course, it's so tight we can barely move our own units, but it's okay. So any charge bonus that they may have gotten is expired now. Also spreads out our damage pretty evenly, which is good. Good, they're all being affected by a swarm of flies. You could use Spirit Leech, but fuck, that spell sucks. Alright, now I'm just gonna regular cast this. And look, the cavalry just don't want to do anything. Good. Exalted hero. We have to wait for Lewin to get into here, not at the front, if we want to have our two guys deal with him. He's going down, and he's. How much damage has he done to us? Not much, which is good. Alright, just be patient. We'll go charge at them soon. We kind of need all of these archers to use up all their ammo before we go over here with them, because they defeat us. But we can defeat the cavalry with it. And since they're staying behind... Oh man, we're just getting pushed back. So Archaon so far has done 40,000 damage, really good. And all of these men-at-arms here, yeah, they're not doing anything more anymore, they're mostly dead. And these archers are going to come into melee soon. Oh, okay, it would be better to go after Luin the Unco here. Alright, go for that. Okay, now Luin's not going to get out of that easily. Here, get over here. I still can't see where the rest of them... I mean, okay, here they come. Yeah, so be patient. They're not coming at us, it's fine. Just be patient. We probably could get them now, but we could... It'd be better to wait.
I am exalted.
I think we wait till the second army shows up. Just wait. Alright, let's try to beat the crap out of Luin the Unco. In a one-on-one fight, in this particular situation, Archaon would lose. But in a surrounded situation like this, I think Archaon and this guy here is going to win. Because if you ever look at Luin, he has got way more resistances. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got the shield of Corone, that's why.
Exalted hero.
That's fine, just leave it be. Like I said, not yet. We want these guys to keep coming over here. If I bring these guys out, they'll move some of them away. Got the 30 winds of magic. Come on, get in there. We're taking damage fairly slowly now, and it's very evenly spread out, which is exactly what we want to see. It means recovery times are going to be quite short. Yeah, it's much better that the entire army takes a bit of damage than like 1 or 2 units get completely nuked. This guy will die soon. Biggest downside of this is just getting in there. Come on. Smack him. He just won't do it. You know, the quicker we kill him, the better. But at the same time, Luin's not really inflicting as much damage as he otherwise could have. Alright. And special delivery. Conga line of idiot peasants. Cool. That's what I was waiting for. What the fuck? How did he get pushed back there again? Like I said, wait for them to commit. Because yeah, the artillery's not even coming again. Okay, so that was the reinforcing lord, not Luin, he's still there. Yeah, he hasn't been doing much damage since he landed, but he's trying really hard to get out of there. Right, just wait for them to get up over here before we do the next cast. Gives us more time to generate. See, 1 every 16 seconds now. We're really running on fumes.
I control Zinch's gifts.
They've almost committed. Honestly, if the quest ignites come chasing after us, that's fine, as long as we get rid of their artillery first.
Do not meddle in my destiny.
Ready? Just a little bit longer, a little bit longer.
Fear me, mortals.
Yeah. No point reducing their winds of power regeneration rate. Totally pointless. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Even if we hit our own troops a little bit, as long as we don't overcast, it doesn't do that much armor piercing damage. Oh yeah. Nice. Cool, we still got maybe 2 more casters. 2 casts left, but probably just 1. Alright. We only need one of them to do it. Go over there. Go, go, go. Okay, a whole bunch of them just ran away. Really, really good there. Alright, they see us now. Are they going to send any forces at us? Not yet. They're pretty much out of ammo. It's looking good. It's looking good. And Lewin Leoncoeur hasn't done any more damage. He's still trying to get out. He's used up quite a lot of his regen now. It would have been great if we could have got these guys to hit him, but yeah, at least he wasn't really doing anything there. Move them back over here so that he tries again to... I think he's trying to general sniper us, right? Because he sees that his stats are higher than us, because it is. And he's just going to come straight back in and try to get out again. Alright, here we go. Try my best to dodge.
Legend, you should take it head on. Stop zigzagging. That's cheese.
Carnage for the blood god. Faster, our blades hunger. Faster, charge. Close.
We might just get there without taking any casualties.
Quick! The dark gods command me.
Oh, if you only weren't on force march, I probably should have put the banner of swiftness on him. Hang on, we're almost there. Ah, almost without a casualty. Still, 3's not so bad. Alright, how are we going over here? I hope this doesn't hit our own troops. Sometimes it can. Yeah, it did. This is why I don't like doing it. It just clips him in the back. I don't even think that fucking hit him. What a waste.
Yeah, why is he not using fireball and
Hitting his own units. Alright, the artillery were for nothing there. Alright, here we go. This will probably get rid of the last of them. Yeah, that's... we're not going to get much more regen now. Now, we don't want to just charge out of here just yet, because it'll just leave us open to being flanked. So, what we want to do now, just sort of waiting for the archers to run out of ammo, and we'll harass their cavalry. Problem here is that if Lewin Leoncoeur chases after them, I'm not going to be able to stop him. He's going to get to his full regen. He's not coming at us. Can't really do much about it. I'll go stand over here. Could use Spirit Leech. I'd rather not. Actually, you know what? Spirit Leech on questing nights isn't too bad. And since we pretty much don't need to use any more fire spells, that might actually work. Yeah, just for a little bit of extra damage. Won't do it just yet. We'll just wait a little bit longer. So how much damage is actually going to be done by this? Whoa, nearly 100. Seems like the AI is just like turned off now. Okay, now the problem here is that if I come over this way, these guys are going to turn around to try to shoot us. But I want to get at the questing knights. Maybe not, they haven't done it yet. Because that's where all their balance of power lies now. Yeah, they're turning around. Maybe I should just shoot a couple of volleys in there, there's not that many of them. You know, whenever you're ready, shoot. God damn, won't delay any longer. Yeah, this AO is just turned off. Like they just don't know what to do now. kind of want their bloody cavalry to come at us. Because I don't want to come out of this position.
That's what the master's bid.
Alright, really need to be shooting at the questing now, especially because they've turned their backs on us.
Where's the
Back.
enemy?
Should be able to outrun these guys, because they're on force march as well.
Charge them!
With way higher base speed.
Roar! No! Charge them! Bring
But they still kind of caught us.
Marauder horseman! No!
Only a little bit. Okay.
That's the carnage!
So while they're chasing after this one, yeah, that's it.
Blaze hunger! Yes!
Ooh, wedge formation. So deadly.
Bring carnage!
And now we don't have to worry about what's going on over there, because I don't have to micro that. We just have to wait.
On demand!
Ah, god damn it.
Change the directors! Yes! Marauder horseman! Yes, Lord!
Finally we weren't on bloody force march.
On demand! Very well! For the blood god!
They're still getting the better of them, but every casualty we take, we lose their ammo.
Death! Very well! Now! Faster! Our blades hunger! For the blood god!
At this rate here, we might actually get another cast in. Another 2 casts.
Roar!
If we get 16 Winds of Magics, that's 2 Spirit Leeches.
Now is our time!
Definitely would have preferred to go after the Questing Knights, because they don't have shields, and they're worth more balance power, I think. But these are still very dangerous.
Roar!
Okay, that's gonna break. Cool, just let it go. Yeah, well, Lewin's used up all of his healing, but the AO is just turned off. I'll go and charge at them in a moment, but we'll just make use of whatever we can for now. Let's make use of this. Who knows, maybe we can inflict the arm loss. This should be pretty much in our favor now, it's hard to tell. Yeah, the AI is just completely jerked out. And like I said, this isn't necessarily to our favor. I want them to charge in here. Because if we spread out, we're not going to get all these good bonuses. But at the same time, they're just allowing us to shoot them. So each shot's doing a ton of damage on them. Good. Good, good, good. I think they've just turned off. Shit. The downside of going on that speed.
Condiments! That's what the master
Okay, they didn't do that much damage to us.
Marauder horseman! Firing at will! Firing at will! Lead us to mortals! The dark gods command me! Charge them! Faster! Get them! Eat your soul!
Right, that's literally the opposite of what I told you to do, but that's fine.
Horsemen!
Might even be able to beat them in melee if you just get one more shot in there.
Move on them! Charge them! Bring carnage!
Oh, yeah, we should definitely stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away.
Faster! By God's call!
Okay, we've drawn a bunch of their troops away. I obviously can't get Lewin from here. But as long as we stay together, should be okay. Alright, let's use some Spirit Leeches on Questing Knights. Because it'll definitely do better than using it against, yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep them running now because I can't. They've done what they needed to do. Because yeah, if you have a look at how much damage it does, it's not great, but that's a dangerous unit. Because I can't withdraw these guys from the battlefield because we're on force march. Army losses should be any moment. Victory's in our grasp. Didn't kill Lewin, which would have been ideal, but you know, sometimes you can't do it. Main thing here is to stick together. And there it is. There it is. There's the army losses. Cool. That's one of Lewin Leonco's peasant bowmen, so let's run that down. And Knights Errant. Actually, I don't know about that one. Anything that's, like, not exhausted is part of Lewin's army. The other army is wiped out. But there we go. And our army is, you know, it's damaged, but it's not that badly damaged. Imagine if we didn't do that, though. Imagine how much more these guys here would have had to have lifted. 2,700 damage. They just... Yeah, on legendary difficulty, very hard battle, sorry, they can't do their worth. They just can't. This is going up against, like, basic units as well. Like, none of them got a lot of kills. Archaon got more kills, or more damage done than all of the melee infantry combined. We would have needed twice the army, basically. But yeah, it should be very easy next turn to run them down, because they're going to take attrition, and you're going to get replenishment. So you'll be stronger than them, significantly. And that'll be your chance to finish off Lewin Leonco, for the time being. Those are all force march, because they were standing around for so long, we know which one's tied and which ones aren't. Looks like we... I couldn't see. Looks like we got rid of those Knights Errant. Close victory, apparently. Even after all that. I feel like that really couldn't have gone much better. The only thing that could have gone a bit better is actually killing Lewin Leonco. All of the spell casts, I think, were good. Like, really bloody good. And I think the blob worked great. I think these guys here did a great job. Like, they got kills. If I had half an army of Marauder Horsemasters, I mean, you've seen that I can use those. I think we would have done a lot better with this, rather than just all melee infantry. But I think it's just gone for brute strength, and unfortunately, brute strength in some areas doesn't really work very well. And let's go for money. And let's have a look at how Lewin Leonco has been leveled up. Sorry, Lewin Leonco. Archaon. Oh, they got more forces coming. Well, Well, yeah, you better get rid of Lewin Leonco now. Plus, you need those experience. Now, in terms of experience versus like a close victory compared to decisive, it's actually the same amount of experience. It's 1,000 experience for a close or decisive victory. So as long as we didn't get a Pyrrhic victory, or even worse, a defeat, it's fine. I don't know if it would have been possible to get a heroic victory there, because even though that was a difficult fight, the balance of power wasn't necessarily massively out of favor. We just had a tactically very crap army. You know, it's just the Order Resolve massively overrates melee infantry, massively underrates cavalry, and no replenishment because of these guys here. Because of this guy here, actually. Oh, well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe we needed this guy to win. I'm not sure. Hey, Sigvald's ready for duty. How about that? Oh, you virtually used him before he got wounded. Huh, interesting. Well, you can easily beat that, even though we didn't get any recovery. You're in good enough shape to deal with it. You've got to separate these guys. So maybe that's what happened. He actually had Sigvald with another army that got wiped out. Because this army looks like completely fresh. It was recruited last turn. So I doubt Prince Sigvald was in command of this army at any time. I don't think looking at this is going to show us where their where his armies were. Yeah, it was probably in there somewhere that he got a defeat. I'm not going to go looking through that though. But yeah, he can handle that, and then he just needs to go and recover. And he didn't even get a full levels up from that, but you will get it when you do it again. And it'll only take a couple of turns to replenish. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one here. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. The main thing to take from this is stop recruiting armies that are entirely full of melee infantry. If you want to recruit melee infantry, that's fine. No problems with that. But don't, none of this. 90% of your army melee infantry, stop it. Stop it. It's bad. Okay? Make a rule where you only recruit at most half, okay? If you're like, I want to use melee infantry, fine. use melee infantry, but only half, okay? Because we're getting sick of seeing this shit. Okay, it's very difficult to squeeze victories out of it. Anyway, hope I helped. Hope you enjoyed it, and appreciate you guys. Later, fuckers. Bye.